everybody. How are you guys doing today? I want to encourage you again. Here I am. Let me tell you something. You are here for a reason and a purpose. You're still alive here for a reason and a purpose. What am I saying? What is your story? Without your story, there is no history. Without your test or a test, there is no testimony. So what I want to do today is share my story with you. Yes? So I was born to two loving people. They were in love with each other. I was born during the outbreak of the Nigerian Civil War in a city called Enugu in Anambra State. Because of the war, we had to leave Enugu and come down south to Ijaw Nation, where I come from. I grew up in a city called Port Harcourt. Now, listen, I went to a nursery school called Mrs. Rashid's School. I went to a nursery school called Mrs. Rashid's Nursery. After that, I went to another school called Port Harcourt Primary School. That was a popular school in the 70s. And a lot of you who went to that school, yes, it's me. Maybe you knew me, maybe you did not, but it was a fun school. When I went to Port Harcourt Primary, I picked up so many friends, so many that I still am in contact with today. After my primary education, I went to a school called ACMGS Elelewa, Archdeacon Crowder Memorial Girls School Elelewa. Yes, that was the next school I went to. It was a private Anglican Christian school. After that, because I finished at age 15 from secondary school, my dad kept me at home. And he allowed me to go to a school called School of Basic Studies off Rumola Road. Do you know what I'm talking about? I am a Port Harcourt girl. And so I went to that school for a bit and took care of my grandmother while I was in that school. And along the way, my grandmother made sure that I went home and did many things that is traditional to the Ijaw people. After that, I went to a university, still in Port Harcourt, University of Port Harcourt in Choba, Uniport. That was where I finished. And when I finished, I had the opportunity to come to America to further my studies. And when they told me, where do you want to go and study? Guess what I said? I picked Dallas. Do you know why? I dreamt as a little girl, my mom and I would be watching a program called Dallas. And in that sitcom, there was a man called J.R. Ewing. He was very, very rich. So I really wanted to be rich. He was a cowboy. He had a big house, white picket fence, horses. He owned oil rigs. He was just rich in my view. And I dreamt that one day I'll be living right next door to J.R. Ewing. And that's how I came to Dallas, Texas. Today, I am a cowgirl. That cowgirl that I was dreaming of, being in the stocks, riding horses, doing those things, that's what I do today. I say all of this to summarize this. Every dream you have in your life is possible. You can dream up anything. There are no limits. The only limits there is in this world is the limits that you set for yourself or the ones you allow people or things around you to set for you. So I want to encourage you that your story, your circumstances, whatever is going on in your life right now is part of the entire story of your being. Did you hear me? Everything works out for good is true. Good, bad, ugly, it is true. And so today I encourage you to dust up your dreams. Maybe you've put them under the carpet. Maybe you've just forgotten it because you're working. Maybe I don't know what it is, but I want to encourage you today to pick those dreams up and be who you ought to be. It's not about the job or what other people are telling you. There's something inside you that has brought you to this point where you are. And my word to you of encouragement is, it is possible. My story is my story. My experiences are my experiences. Nobody can take it away from me. Same are yours. Your story, your experiences are yours. But I'm here to tell you that you are here right now for a reason and a purpose. And I ask you to go find it.